What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look a damn mess, just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? It is me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for another review. This is going to be our review for Chasing Atlanta. This is season 4. It is episode 8. And it is entitled The Power of Guilt. Now, I don't have anything to eat, but I do have something to sip on. I'm sipping on one of my favorite drinks, sparkling ice. You know, sparkling water is so good. But this is peach nectarine flavor. So good. You know what this goes good with? Like, if you're drinking alcohol, white liquor preferably, and you want, like, sometimes, like, when I drink my alcohol, I want a little carbonate, a little fizz, sparkling, a little bubbly, something to hit the back of my throat. I will pour some of that in there, and it gives it a good flavor. No sugars and stuff. Anyway, so let's get right down to it. So we start off, they still at this brunch or whatever Dominique was having for the 3 couples. And I just sat there thinking, like, Dominique, you done seen Oliver and his antics. You know Oliver is as dramatic as they come. So why are you even slightly surprised or moved about anything that Oliver got going on? Because Oliver is dramatic. So anytime there's a moment, Oliver is going to take that moment and just run with it. Why are you surprised? I don't know. I feel stuffed up today. Anyway, so that was that. I ain't really care after that, Rico, turned into a fat woman. Well, he does look a little healthy, so I shouldn't say turned into a fat woman, but he made sure. I mean, he does look like, he got a couple pounds on him. I ain't gonna lie, Rico, cute in the face, but he look like that body got a couple pounds on it. Anyway, he ate all his food. Everybody, I mean, the fact that even the big girls in the room was looking at him like, girl, you really just ate all that, means that mama girl basically like licked the plate and shit like that. Like, girl, either you real hungry or that food really. Because I don't know, he did say in his confessional last week that, girl, he wasn't going to let nothing stop him from eating, girl. One time for the big girls. Anyway, Dominique invites some of the girls out to this axe throwing things. And I've seen over the last year or so, I've seen a lot of people go and do that. I just don't know that that's the thing for me, because do they have you signing like little paperwork or stuff in the beginning? Because I might accidentally throw it at somebody I don't like if I went there with somebody I don't like. Let me keep going. Anyway, Travis, Rico, Kendra, and Wayne the Pain came there with Dominique. So they discuss the Oliver and Kendra fight, and we're back to this.
Holy Ghost will you can win it. Call my mama side. Jesus. I wish somebody help me.
Because I can't. Nope. It happened. Nope. Not gonna keep doing this all season. Nope. Moving on. Dominique then tells Kendra that Lauren has this recording of her. Listen. First of all, if you've been on this messy ass show with these messy ass people all of these years, Kendra, nothing should take you by surprise by these people and these antics. I mean, there is nothing that these people should do that should make you be like, oh, okay. Anyway, my other thing is, why are you, Kendra, calling Lauren Jaylon if you know that she goes by Lauren and by female pronouns now? Like, I feel like this is a deliberate attempt to be disrespectful from one trans woman to another. And you can't in one episode be crying, boo-hooing, broke down, busted, and disgusted with snot bubbles and all when y'all were at Dominique's house talking to the therapist man, talking about the plight of trans women and all you done been through. And all my life I had to fight. I had to fight my uncle. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my brothers. I love Sabo. God knows I do. I love Oliver. God knows I do. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me. I mean, you can't go through all of that. And then ceremoniously be around here calling other trans women out their name and calling them their, their former male name. Like, it's just disrespectful and inappropriate. And you can't, and now all your cries about disrespect fall on deaf ears because you are out here being just as disrespectful and you're disrespecting your own community. Like, and all the while you got on a shirt that says trans lives matter. Girl, make it make sense now. Girl, make it make sense. Now, I know, girl, you is on hormones, and these hormones that you are on, honey, makes you say and do a whole lot of stuff. That might mean, mama girl, you might either need to, one, be off camera more often, or two, just keep your mouth closed. How about that? But girl, Lauren around here recording people, it's just a bunch of buffoonery and fuck shit. And I don't even understand. We're going to move on. This was another real boring episode that I really didn't care about, so I'm going to suffer through this just for y'all. Just going to suffer through this just for y'all. Anyway, Travis says he's having an all-white event or something like that, and he's going to invite everybody. Child, these kids are gluttons for punishment. Like, if you knew the first event with everybody there ended in fighting and carrying on, why would you? I mean, I guess that's a part of your contract. I guess production told y'all, well, y'all gonna have this event, y'all gonna be at the event, well, y'all not gonna get paid. I mean, I don't even know if y'all getting paid or not. But anyway, Travis says he's gonna have this event and he's gonna have a tarot card reader there to read the kids for real. Child, we know that tarot card readers and psychics, a lot of, I ain't gonna say all, but a lot of them are fake and fraudulent, and they don't, really tell you nothing real. But that's not here or there. Moving on, Troy Cameron and Dominique meet up, and oh God, Jesus. They sat down and they met and they discussed this.
Only Ghost shut my name. He called my mama shame. Jesus. I wish somebody help me.
I can't. I'm not here to discuss this fight. I'm not going to do this for the rest of the season. Discuss this fight over and over and over again. They did talk about Lauren and this recording and whatever. And at this point, I don't really care. My lack of interest is oozing through my pores. I don't care about Oliver and Kendra fight. I don't care about Lauren in this recording. I'm just, moving on. Oliver, we see him. He's working with Dr. Heavenly from, I think, Married to Medicine, and he's one of the artistic directors or something or other for her YouTube channel, because I didn't know we had those for our YouTube channels. Can I get somebody to come in and be artistic director for this here YouTube channel? I mean, help a girl out, bitch. Can y'all help me out? Anyway, and Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison was there. Now, there was a portion of this that made me cringe when they became the ambassadors for my great city of Miami. Two people who most of the Miami girls don't really see it. I'm gonna move on because I'll be done saying some real disrespectful stuff. And y'all gonna be in my comments because y'all love y'all some Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison. I'm gonna be real quiet because I'm from Miami. So y'all can talk about what y'all see on camera. But a bitch is from Miami and I'm their age. So I know. Shut up, El. Shut up, El Teddy. Shut up. Moving on. Cameron invites the girls to one of his club events because now he's a club promoter. So Travis, Dominique, and Troy came. So then they complain about Lauren not coming. And Travis told Cameron something. He said, maybe you and Lauren are not as good of friends or not as, much of friends as you think y'all are because she ain't here. And I don't think Lauren is really friends to anybody, including Oliver and Q. I think Lauren is friends with herself and nobody else. If you ain't helping her do what she need to do, she don't see it for you. But as long as you can do something that helps her promote who she is Or I mean, she's never. I don't feel that she's going to befriend someone who she feels isn't going to be somebody who helps push her career along or help her make money. I don't think she could be friends with somebody just organically, like a lot of us make friends because you have, bond or mutual interest and things like that. I feel like if it ain't something money involved or something to help promote her, y'all ain't real friends. She'll tell y'all are, but y'all, and even then, she ain't really your friend. She's really your business partner, cloaking herself as your friend. We then see Q, Lauren, and Cameron and Travis. They meet up. Q, Lauren, Cameron, and Travis meet up. I guess the people said we ain't seen enough Travis in the first couple episodes, so now let's just force feed Travis down our throats because that's what we're doing now, and that's a lot of force feeding. Mom is a big girl. One time for the big girl, one time for the big child. Y'all are really force feeding Travis down our throat this episode, and it doesn't feel genuine or organic. Like a lot of times you feel like, why is he there? Like he seems out of place. Like this last scene that we talked about with Dominique and Troy. Like Dominique, Troy, and Cameron. They you could kind of see that they're friends. They kind of they fit into the same little bubble. Whereas I was like, why is Travis there? Like that's not. He doesn't give me. That's his scene. That's his judge. Those his girls. But and then you got once again Lauren, Cameron, and Q there. All of them have connection from being on the show in previous season. Travis is there, but he feels out of place again. It's just like, girl, I don't know, child. Y'all trying to force feed this woman. Well, anyway, we find out that Travis' grandfather passed on that day, so he was very emotional about that. And then Q said that he is willing to have a civil conversation with Oliver about all of the drama that they have going on, and maybe see if that can salvage their friendship. Q then talked about how he don't understand why Wayne the Pain got smoked with him, so forth and so on, and what the beef is. Maybe they got sexual attention or something. Y'all just go fuck or something and get it over with. I don't know. I just don't be understanding a lot of the smoke that these people have. Like I don't be having that kind of energy, honey. But I guess I mean in my real life, I don't be carrying that amount of drama around. Like anytime I do have some drama, I'm gonna do something real fast to get rid of it, to do away with it, and we're gonna keep it moving. But I guess Travis wants to set up some sit down meeting with Oliver and Q to try to help them get to a point where they can mend fences. But my point then was, well, girl, why you? Like, I get that you want to be peacemaker and stuff like that, but this is not your story. This is not your fight. This don't have nothing to do with you. And at a certain point, one might feel like you really just want to be there to catch all the tea, so you can just sit there and have all of the inside information that the other girls wouldn't have, so that you could use that and wield that at your discretion. But I don't know, because I ain't understand why he was wanting to orchestrate that anyway. Because then if you orchestrate it and it goes south and it goes left, now you're the blame. Anyway, then Travis invited all of them, Cameron and Q and Lauren, to his all white event that he's gonna have with the tarot card readers or whatever. He says that there'll be no plus ones, no invite a friend, and he says even Wayne the Pain is not coming. We'll see how that goes. I got a feeling Wayne the Pain gonna wind up there. Lauren then goes to perform her song during Pride. She started off performing these other songs, and Mama did not know the words to those songs. So I was like, why are you performing these? Child, whatever. Then, now, this going should I say, well, we're here now. So, when I heard this song, I felt like I feel when I watch Pose. Shouts out to Pose, great show. And I listen to when they have the little songs or whatever. Whenever I hear MJ Rodriguez sing, my brain is thrown off, because here you have MJ Rodriguez presenting himself, or not presenting himself, but he is a trans woman. But when he sings, his voice is deeper than mine, and he sounds like a man. And my brain is like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And so that's kind of how I felt when Lauren was performing her song Funny. She was presenting herself as a woman, sounded like a man, and my brain was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I was like, oh God. So I don't know, Charlie. I'm just saying that's what my brain was thinking. Child. Anyway, then we had to sit down between Oliver Q and Lauren, because Lauren had said she was gonna come anyway. You can't just have a meet with Oliver and Q, and I ain't gonna be there, but you're gonna have Travis there. So she had already said she was coming anyway. Q and Oliver go back and forth about all of the stuff that involved this, all of these stories, names were, you know, were censored out and stuff like that. And in the back of my mind, I sat here saying, if y'all are truly brothers and truly friends like you profess to be, why are you having this conversation on camera? Why does this have to be a chasing Atlanta moment? Because if you truly care about this person and you truly, that is your brother, y'all have some much more intimate conversations and details that y'all need to have said that should not make its way to camera so that y'all can work out whatever differences and salvage this friendship. That does not need to. I don't think any parts of this should happen on camera. I think it's negligent for you to put it on camera, because now when it's on camera, now you know how people sometimes feel the urge to play up for the camera or get extra messy or put a little extra stank on something just to placate, the audience. If you're truly trying to salvage this friendship, this is not the time nor place for that. And I think having this on camera is dangerous. But we'll see how it is. It kind of went on from there. We don't know how it is because, they really got into the minutia of what was all of the details of how they got to this point. And I kind of, because I don't know all of the stories and I don't know all of the people, and it got real involved. And I was just like, I kind of just zoned out and tuned out. And that's another reason why it shouldn't have been on camera. But anyway, it should have been after the fact. Said, yes, we had a conversation, we mended fences, or we didn't. That bitch ain't shit. Or, well, that's my good Judy again. And left it at that. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens next episode. This was a lackluster episode. I was really sitting in this episode like, I guess this was the Travis episode. But it was, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Anyway, y'all got to do better than this. I'll be back hopefully next week if I'm not bored to death. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.